Welcome to the Tarot Insight channel. This is going to be a bit of an open chat for people who want to come in and meet zodiac signs who they are compatible with. So if you feel up to it, just come in and state your sign in the chat area and chat back and forth with whoever you'd like to, whoever is putting that energy out there. So that's what we're here for. Just to reiterate what many of you guys already know, there is a lot of compatibility that is said to come in when there are water signs and earth signs between one another, as well as between fire signs and air signs. So if you're looking for someone who you're going to get along with just as much as you deem them to be attractive, that's a little bit of a tidbit. So you can keep an eye out for whoever you're most compatible with, or you can talk about what sign you're usually drawn to and why, if that's what you feel up to doing. I'm just gonna chill out a little bit and see who comes in. There is a Taurus person who is experiencing a little bit of an issue. People are trying to cause problems between yourself and someone who you have some loving tendencies, some loving vibes coming back and forth between you and this other person. Let's see why and then what the advice is for you. So why? It's because you work so hard, so diligently. You know, you're kind of like getting in someone else's way because you get to the matter of things, you figure stuff out, you know, and it can cause other people to be a little bit envious because it probably gets you noticed as far as your job is concerned, or if you're doing your job, however it's messing someone else up, that can be an issue as well. There's also the Fool coming in. So the advice for that, for what someone is trying to do, because they're trying to hit you in an area, you know, where they feel like they can get to you because your work is covered, you know. with someone who you're attracted to, just look at it as a journey. This is a personal experience that you're in alone for the most part. Yeah, other people are trying to come in between there. However, your companionship can be counted upon. So if you do allow this person to be your companion, they can be counted upon at this point in time, no matter what else has happened. The adventure is just only about to begin with someone who you care about. So you can afford to be optimistic here. So optimism is reigning, and you also have a clean slate when it comes to whatever else someone was trying to sweep under the rug as far as relationship vibes. So enjoy that fresh start that's coming in for you. So whatever happened, it's not gonna hold water, so to speak. Let's see what other advice is coming in and for who. There is a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries person who someone's trying to cause some issues with you being able to enjoy solitary times, whether it's a walk alone, someone may try to interrupt that walk or do something, maybe even inadvertently. A lot of times, though, with this particular energy coming in, someone is hating or their job is, kind of like intruding on your solitude here. With all these coins coming in, definitely someone may be trying to interrupt what you have going on as far as monetarily. So yeah, someone's trying to kill your luxurious solitude vibes. They see you on a slow and steady pace when it comes to development of your soul. Whether they know that's what's going on or not, they perceive this easiness that you have going on. There is some loyalty that may not even be uncovered that you have, and someone's trying to kill that off, if you will. They are trying to understand. When you have understanding for yourself, there's that loyalty, that self-care. Even estate is coming in, so someone may be a little irritated about, say, if they heard that you have an estate or what have you. So the way to deal with this, the advice that's coming in is judgment. All right, so let them judge, let them go off on a tangent with that. Specifically, when you're talking judgment, the breakdown of it is the fact that there is no return from the new ground that you walk upon. So someone may want to see you go backwards. However, that's not what's in your fate. Everything is different. You have changed. Someone else has changed. You have evolved. You have adapted, or you are adapting in the present. This is a new day that is upon you. There's no going back. This is about transformation, internal change, evolution, and rising to new levels. So that's what's coming in here. Things may feel uncomfortable, but stay with it without resistance to usher in unbelievable magic. Where is the wake-up call? So it says, that you are rising to the occasion. There is the wake-up call. and discomfort may be present again, but stay with it because there's going to be resistance to magic, to the unbelievable, to the miracle that you need. So this is your sign here. A resurrection type of energy for your soul, for your spirit, for things that you have going on. Someone came in and they were chatting and then they made an exit. As long as you guys are enjoying chatting with one another, yeah, no biggie. Just consider me background messaging here. All right, so there's another Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and the Hierophant is coming in. So someone may not want to see you doing something that is traditional for this, that, and a third reason. When you're talking Hierophant, you're talking observation, society's expectations, people who have dogma, and scripture is also coming in with the Hierophant. The way you are interfacing with the invisible world is couture for you. So you are interacting in a way that other people may not feel is right for them. However, it's right for you on your journey because not everyone's journey is the same. So definitely someone has an issue with what you're doing due to the dogma that they may prescribe to. This is what's coming in as the advice. So there's some news that's going to be coming in. It's related to what you're doing and how it is beneficial to you. Also, this is about hurrying along and moving past this decision that someone else has that, you know, what is going on is what's right for you. These are accessories that they have, that they've ascribed to. There are fundamentally religious people who are trying to cultivate your world, and they're just having a lot of lip service for the most part. They're not bringing anything that is going to be helpful. Mostly it's lip service for what they have. So you will that or see that for what it is. That's what's coming in. Also, again, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo is coming in. If someone doesn't want to see you being resilient, the advice here is coming in with your vision. So this is the ace. The ace. Okay, so the advice is to just forgive them. Not want to see you be resilient here. For them not feeling good about your new vision. Okay, so you may have had a change in your path that someone else feels disgusted with. They don't want to accept how you're doing things or what you're going to do. All right, and so the main advice for you, even though it could seem like, you know, they're pretty treacherous and the things they have to say or how they try to promote blockages for you. Just articulate your thoughts. That's the advice. Because the genius in you is promoting your winning ideas. You are cutting through to the heart of a matter. It's going to be more clear for everyone involved. You are calling something what it is. You are holding that in your mind because you're standing up for what something is. You do have power over your mind, and it is allowing you to be as resilient, as possibly more resilient than others. You're standing up for others as well with this Ace of Swords coming in. You're using your mind to a great advantage. You are brilliant. Your ideas are brilliant. You will have victory. And truth is rising to the surface like froth. You have aced it. Your intellect has aced something that's going on. So just maintaining whatever vision you have. If you ride into a new vision, maintaining that one, staying articulate with what you're doing, if that's what's important to you, that is going to help you to eat it up because you have already aced the entire scenario as is seen here. There is an Aquarius, and this person doesn't like that you are mastering something. They don't like that you are hard at work for whatever reason. There's an issue with that for this person. So, there you are, hard at work, no matter what, and it's driving someone else. Just almost driving them mad. What is the issue there? Why are they tripping? Okay, so let's see what the advice is. Some people, they don't want to work hard. This person, maybe because they don't want to work hard, they hate to see you working hard. Or maybe they feel like you should be doing something else with your time. All right. The advice is coming in with, just being there for your team despite all that. That team energy is going to be there, and you will continue to rise to the occasions of which you are called. A Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is catching flack for this desire to be easygoing, happy-go-lucky, doing your own thing, and being sociable. Someone doesn't want to see you interact with others for whatever reason. And they may want you to, shut that interaction down. Maybe they're used to being the only one for you to interact with, or the only few, however many there are, hating to see you do your thing and come together and meet other people or someone else, whatever the case may be. So this shows that you are going to find your match anyway, and the advice is to just move ahead, even if someone doesn't want to see you being sociable. Because if you do move forward, you are going to find kindness, a meeting of the heart and soul with another person. You'll find partnership. You'll be finding yourself in another. This is also possibly marriage for you. This is your soul's reflection in another. A mirror of love and compassion, understanding, synchronicity, and circumstance is leading you guys forward together to delight and pleasure, which is why, the advice is coming in to not pay them any mind. This, whatever energy this is, not wanting to see you socialize. Sweet whispers will work, so you don't have to be loud about any gestures of celebrating whatever is in your heart, be it sociability, or if you feel love is growing. You will also find your match in work. So you're finding this reflection, whether you are on the job socializing, or whether you step outside that sphere. Someone is going to understand how hard you work, and that is that reflection coming in, that comprehension with this other individual here bringing the same cup that you're bringing to the table. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Someone doesn't want to see you with a broken heart. Some of you, this would be more than one time they've had to endure seeing you go through a broken heart. So they're trying to stop you from having the broken heart there. And this is this page coming in as the advice, the Page of Swords. So you may not want to exactly be open about it if you feel that you are headed towards or going through another heartbreak with this coming in, because they don't want to hear it. It's heartbreaking to them to hear you go through that. The advice here also is to be as insightful as you are. Read between the lines with things that are going on, and you will discover, why you're going through something. So if someone has, what's the quote? It is kind of like led you on, perhaps. That's what I'm getting here. Stringing you along. If someone has been stringing you along, end of quote. Put it like that. That's quote, stringing you along, end of quote, for Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If it was a karmic, if someone felt led on by you and this was just coming through in a karmic, just recognizing that will be insightful for you as you read between the lines. If you have not, still, this means that you are going to be wise beyond your years and just letting a situation be. There's a lot of pushing you could do. However, someone else needs to be able to act of their own free will, their own accord. So, you can encourage someone and say, they need a little encouragement, what have you. And yet this is about allowing other people to, feel that you're a certain way, and continue to allow them to feel that way, because if you've tried to be clear with them and it hasn't worked, what can you do? You have expressed yourself so much that it may have been draining to you. So this is about expressing yourself only when the moment calls for it, and not going beyond that. Keeping plans and ideas close and enemies closer, even if you don't want those enemies closer. If they are and you can't shake them, this is actually a part of your destiny. You are articulate. Maybe you have seen through a bit as far as the detective vibes that come in with the Page of Swords. And so it's just about continuing to see things, and pinpointing them, and then just letting it go and letting it be, so that you won't worry yourself to death. So that's what's coming in with you. There's also a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And someone really doesn't want to see you headed the way you want to go. They don't want to see you involved in conflict either. I'm getting that. But they definitely don't want to see you tread a certain way, go a certain way. Why? Because they may want you to go a different way. They're not feeling it. So that is going to create a little bit of a clash there because you want to do what you want to do, correct? And you are going in the direction that you're choosing. So your destination is in mind. You are moving forward to that destination. You do have control and you're being propelled. Continue to plan and pick up speed because there are people who want to set up roadblocks. However, you are still moving forward on the road ahead. So don't get yourself down. Don't beat yourself up. By any means. Things have been shaken up for someone. And in that process, someone feels like this other person doesn't need to focus on love. So they don't want to see you dating at all. Let's see what the advice is. If you want to date, or even if you feel like, it's not something you are against totally. Justice is coming in with that. Justice is your advice. Justice as advice is the effort you put forth is returned to you. So if you do run across someone who wants to kick it, they want to date or whatever, if you're not feeling it, just don't put any effort in. Definitely this person who's coming towards you is not going to put forth effort if you are not. They're not going to be pushy. And this also signals that you will be reaping whatever you have sown. So if you have been, open to different things in relationships, you will meet someone like that. If you've been closed-minded, or if you have done something, definitely that karmic energy is coming back. And if you don't see anything with whatever you've done, this person coming towards you is not going to see anything with what they've done. So if you feel like you're going to shut someone out if they cross the line, as far as if they try to get too close before you're ready, then this other person is not going to be the same type who you have run into before. This is going to be your speed to where if you pull back, they're going to pull back a little bit. They're not going to try to, take control of the relationship. And this may be just the person you need, or desire, or want, while someone else feels like everyone's going to be the same. And that's why you don't need to pursue a relationship. You don't have to pursue it. It looks like it's going to become available to you, and you'll be able to decide whether or not you want to roll with it. Or whether you want to tell them to ease up. I think this other person has been concerned that, you're going to get caught up in something and not really want it. Like caught up in the whirlwind of it. However, it's not going to be like that this time around. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Someone doesn't want to see you listen to someone who is intuitive. They don't even want you to listen to yourself. If you're having anything coming in with this High Priestess, they don't want you to listen to your intuition. So what's it there for? Good question. Am I right? Something to at least consider. Something to turn over and over in your mind. If it suits you, if the shoe fits, wear it, as they say. All right, so getting into depth about this particular card. coming in. All right, so it's about secrets and questions. They are all inside of you. So if you feel like you have to listen to other people to get the whole gist of what's going on, at this point, it's showing here that you don't. You hold the key, allow yourself and the scenario to unfold in its own time. The high priestess reflects everything you are. Listen to the stirring of the soul. There is a deep understanding of your inner self that you are going to be grappling with. This is innate knowledge that is within you. Very authentic here. Your knowing in silence, your third eye and lunar cycles are all working together. So someone else may feel uncomfortable with that because they don't understand how spirit works. And they may feel like things are going to crumble for you if you base anything that you do on your intuition. The advice, though, is coming in as you are going to be bettering yourself on this path of opening up to more intuition, even if, you know, things have crumbled in the past. This is self-improvement for you and self-improvement for your soul. And if your intuition tells you not to do something, then still, you know, if it tells you to do something, then still there is self-improvement coming in for you. Just improvement after improvement. And that's just, you know, one thing that is contributing to self-improvement for you, you know, on many levels. I mean, this is just one of the levels. You have the physical, the spiritual, etc., emotional. And so just continuing along that path, that's what's coming in as the advice. There's a lot of development that is occurring. Maturation is coming along with it as well. So if you are doing any reassessing and someone tells you you're overthinking, the advice is to just take that with a grain of salt, because this is about you allowing your intuition to ripen more so than anything else. Okay, bottom of the deck energy. Shadow self. Ooh, it may be fighting to come out of someone who you are around, some of you, or, you know, out of some of you. Breaking down this card here, it is just about desires, about indulgences, addictions to people even, as well as substances. someone may be going through a period where, you know, they are relying on food or something, because of a warped negativity that is surrounding them or bothering them, even if it's not around them, some confusion that's out there. Examine interpersonal relationships. That's the advice coming in with this card. How are you treated and how are you responding? Is it bringing out your shadow side to be treated a certain way? Should you separate yourself from someone else? Should you just watch out or restrain yourself? Do you feel somewhat enslaved? This is a call to really pay attention to the places that you are actually feeling that there's some type of misinterpretation, anything that you feel repressed about. And in examining, just dancing through it, dancing through anything that is going on habitually. It's just a call to surmise what's going on and look at every angle, as we've done today. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to check out the other videos.